Nourish has meant so much to me because it's given me the ability to know that it's okay to not be okay. And I think we hear that a lot in society, but for somebody to say that about motherhood is really powerful. So it's allowed me, I guess, to find not only my tribe of women who have the same mindset, but also to make sure that I find the time for myself, which after 22 months of motherhood is definitely needed.
I love the Nourish app because there's so many different choices of meditations, yoga nidra, which I find particularly helpful if I'm feeling tired or I've had a bad night's sleep. Affirmations, there's even professional advice as well, where experts can talk you through different problems, different ways you might be feeling, like comparison or guilt, all the different emotions. And it always feels very supportive, like they understand what it's like to be a mum and that we're all in it together.
My favourite tool from the Nourish app is the "How are you feeling today" section, because the thing about postnatal depletion and about motherhood in general is that you aren't just feeling one thing. It affects every part of you and you feel such a cacophony of different feelings. The other fab thing is that there are just plenty of tools which only take a few minutes but make all the difference to your emotional and your mental well-being. So you can really give yourself a tiny pocket of time, a tiny little bit of space for a little bit of self-care every day, or even several times a day, to help top yourself up with a little love, a little nurture, and to prevent yourself from running completely on empty. I love all of the tools in the feeling like a failure section of the Nourish app. I rely on those mantras for self-love and the self-compassion basics by Susie Redding, which remind me not to fall back into my bad habits of comparison and perfection seeking. I also absolutely adore the Relieve Perfection audio by Nikki from 10 of Zen. It's just 10 minutes and really helps me to rid my mind of any nagging thoughts of imperfection and helps me to contain any feelings of striving to be the perfect mum.
But yeah, amazing, absolutely amazing. I'm very grateful that I have it on my phone, that the reminders, the daily reminders, are my absolute favorite bit about the app. And you know what, the right one always comes through when I need it every day. But I think having that self-care resource that is just so easily accessible for mums when you need it, in the moment that you need it, it is amazing, because I think we want that time and we know we need that time, but I think often it is so difficult for us to make that time, that actually knowing that it is right there on our phone, that we can instantly access whatever part of the app that is accessed, whether it's a video, just a piece of text, but that it's there and it's full of the most wonderful resources, that you're never going to run out of different things to help you on that journey. And there's so many different things, for different people. But yeah, if sum it up in one word, just wonderful.
Awesome. Hi, my name's Alice and I wanted to share some thoughts with you about the Nourish app. This is a place of calm and solace for me in many ways. I find motherhood quite hard and chaotic and busy. And the Nourish app is a place that I can go to get some time for myself and some time to rest. There are a couple of things on there that I particularly love. So the 10-minute guided meditations, or 10 minutes of Zen, I think they're called. Often helping you to focus on things that will make motherhood a little easier. The other thing is the yoga nidras. So where on days when I'm perhaps struggling to sleep, then the yoga nidras are really beautiful ways to sort of help you get into a deep rest mode. And some affirmations and yoga poses, which I just find sort of yoga poses, breathing exercises that I just find really, really helpful when I'm feeling like I'm going to tear my hair out. There's just some nice kind of moments of calm right there. It's really handy for me that there are sort of 1 minute to 20 minutes, maybe even more, I'm not quite sure, kind of activities. So depending on how long you've got, there always feels to be something there for me in the moment. And the beautiful thing is that everything on the Nourish app has been written and presented by mums. So you really get the sense that they know what you're going through, and in many ways that you're being supported by this village of mums. So when times are feeling a bit tough and tight, you've kind of got them holding you, which is really lovely. So for me, the Nourish app is an essential part of my mother's toolkit, and I would wholly recommend it to anybody who could just do with a bit of time for them.